Alright everyone, welcome back to another Danmachi Memoria Freese video. My name is D-Freezy. Here today, we're going to go ahead and talk about the Familia WarGame event. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, hit that subscribe if you're new for more content. So this is the trial period of it. It's still, obviously, I'm guessing I'm just going to call it a beta. Like, it's not, I don't think this is anywhere near the finished product of what this is going to be. But if you do need help with it, you can click the help button and it will explain kind of how this all works. I'm not really going to go into all of that. I do want to just kind of do some gameplay. But I will say, make sure that during the prep period, which is pretty much half the day it's battle period, half the day it's prep period. We're currently in the battle period, which is what we're going to do here. Make sure you got a party form and set your team during the prep period, right? Because any changes you do to these units, whether it's here or in like status board or their equipment, whatever, it will not reflect here until you go back and update it in the period where you can do that. Like anything that happens here, it doesn't matter. And right now anyway, during the battle period. But make sure you're doing that. Because if you don't do that, you'll just have a default level 1 bell, which is free familia badges for the enemy team. And I have a few of these guys on my team, and there's a whole lot in this familia here. So, like, yeah, make sure that you're doing that. But kind of, this is interesting because as you see in the top left and right, it says 11 and 16. So that's the number of familia badges that familia has versus me, but we have 16 versus them. And at the end of the battle period, whichever familia has more badges is the winning familia. And of course, they do have a ranking and all that stuff. And again, I do expect us to see various improvements. I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about how not so great the rewards are because they're just not, right? And then familia ranking rewards, stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And of course, again, if you have these level 1 bells, they all hold 6 badges, so you're just giving your other team, the other team there, some points, pretty much. One thing that you can do is you can see the status. Now, it does not show you the enemy status, but you can see what your familia members have done. For example, Trey, I'm looking at you. You've come in with your level 1 bell and played. Oh, no, Luke Ash. You've come in with your level 1 bell and played against Trey and lost. My boy, change your team. Seriously. You two are sort of like, some of these guys, you know what? I'm going to take this seriously. You guys got to at least put in your characters, man. You got to do it. So here's the layout, though. Let's go into that. So we're currently looking at the enemy layout, and I can switch it and look at my familia's layout, right? Now, I do think in the future we'll have an avenue to kind of change this up or maybe do something more because there's no point in putting these characters here. Maybe you have to beat a certain number of characters on this page to go inside, whatever it is in the future, right? But right now, none of this really matters. But you can see the layouts, and ultimately your general premise is to find the enemy's lieutenants and the general. So the reason why is because they hold the most familia badges. So right here, we've already found one of their lieutenants, and you can pretty much just challenge them, right? So that's what you want to do. If you go inside, we don't know where their general is yet, but it's imperative that you do find that guy as quickly as possible, right? Actually, we've actually just won some more, huh? We have 19. I think I was a little lower number when we started. Might have forgot. Let's see the status. Yeah, we did. Okay, cool. Nice, Chris. All right, so yeah, that's pretty much it. But if we go ahead and alternate here, you can see that I'm the general. From my familia here, and this is my team and all that stuff. I held 36 badges, right? So I'm the one that the enemy is trying to look for, pretty much. But again, it doesn't tell you until you found one of them, and then everybody can see that person and then go after that person. So that is generally just the premise of this. For me personally, I have been enjoying it. It's interesting. We'll do some gameplay in a moment, but I've been enjoying it. I do, again, hope that it improves in the future. And I think that when this gets a little more serious, I'll get a little bit more serious about my familia. Right now, I'm just trying to improve the familia. So again, honestly, if you don't kind of play WarGame or familia WarGame, stuff like that, I guess there's not really much point to have members in the familia if they don't play those modes, because it seems like that's pretty much what this is predicated on. You don't have to be super hardcore versus WarGame, right? Like me personally, I missed the last couple seasons. I haven't missed them, but I haven't played as heavily in regular WarGame the last few seasons of it. So like stuff like that. But at least, again, if you're a part, make sure you change those bells so they don't get free wins pretty much. So that's pretty much just the general layout of it. So I do want to go in and do some gameplay, but I want to know in the comments, let me know what familiar you guys are a part of and what team you're using, how it's working for you, how you're enjoying the mode. Are you disliking it? Is it not worth your time? At least you should play because there are participation rewards. So that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and see if we can find their general So personally, I like to try to find, like this looks like it could be, this is probably somebody like a lieutenant or a general. I don't know. Personally, I like to try to find the people that have their pretty whaled out accounts pretty much. And that's how I can discern. And I just try, whether I win or lose, I don't really care. But if they have a lot of like maxed out units and also now maxed ascension and stuff like that, then they'd be who I'd challenge. Let's see. See, like right here, this is another one that could potentially be something. But that's not the only indicator, right? That doesn't automatically mean anything. So as far as who we'll challenge this Bell player. Well, Argonaut player. Nah. No, these are just regulars. We'll go back out. I think we'll just go back out and challenge out there. Yeah, we already found one of the lieutenants, so that's good. Aaron. We'll challenge here. All right. So this is gonna go pretty quick, as always, with WarGame stuff, because you cannot actually manage it. If you could manage it, it'd be a lot easier, a lot better, but you can't. I'll turn those icons off because there's a lot of them, and it just gets worse, right? So we've already kind of made short work of this, except for his Elmina. The rest of them are pretty much gone. Oh, the Ryu. I missed the Ryu as a backup. That was my mistake. That Lily is really good, but she can't heal. She can't heal that much damage as far as like what we were doing. We're just doing too much. So this was not. By the way, whenever you go in, if this is a lieutenant or a general, it does tell you. Like, and then again, everybody can find that player. Just like how I can see Chris in the top left corner as a lieutenant, I can challenge Chris if I want to. So who did I just play against? Gintoki. Okay. So I'd like to play. No. I've looked at that card like that guy like 5 times. I might challenge this Eyes over here, the Data Live team, the Data Live crossover team. Nice, with the Wealth there or Crozo. Yeah, we'll challenge here. All right, let's go in. Let's see how we do versus them. It's pretty much dark versus dark. Oh, okay. Yeah, again, another scenario where we just go in, and unfortunately, by the way, did not find the lieutenant or anything. I should have honestly just challenged the one that we had already found, but I wanted to go out of my way to try to find the general. I bet the general was inside instead of outside. I bet I looked at the general. Well, I looked at everybody. I bet the general was inside. You know, most of the time they are inside from my experience, but again, this is only like the 4th like round, so well, 5th, I think. Yeah, so like 3-1. By the way, we got that one loss. I didn't even really play that one. I didn't know how. That was our first matchup, and we've won 3 straight since, but I didn't know how that one worked. So we're just outside the top 200. I'm not sure what discerns the rankings. I'm guessing it's overall familia badges, right? You see at the bottom it says 354 for the familia. So that's pretty much it, though. You know, I do enjoy ultimately what this is and what it can be in the future as far as like the ways that they can improve it. So anyways, let me know in the comments down below which teams you guys are using, everything like that. Personally, I've been alternating a good bit, trying to figure out how I want my team setup to be and how I want it to go, right? And also, as far as like, you know, most people are kind of running that fire team. So my team actually is able to defeat that fire team in most cases with the Wealth and, well, the Argonaut and the Crozo, stuff like that, you know, that type of setup. Because they're all really good and they hit really, really hard. But we're able to kind of manage versus that. And so that's one thing I like about it. Like, I really, really like the Gareth, whatever. But pretty much that's it. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed today's video. Of course, hit that subscribe as well if you guys are new. And I'll catch all of you guys in the next one.